Hey, and welcome to the channel. We're back at you with some more trivia. We've done United States trivia, we've done Canada trivia, we've done World War II trivia, we've done all kinds of trivia. This time we're going to skip across the pond and do some UK trivia.
Uh-oh.
So I have 10 questions prepared for you, and these 10 questions are... they're not easy, but they're not hard. They're just kind of... they're based on facts, and you need to tell me if the fact that I'm reading is true or false.
Oh, okay. So I have the 50-50 shot.
You have a 50-50 shot. You don't
Even
have
if
to
I don't know anything.
Exactly. You don't have to come up with an answer. So easy to play along with at home for you guys.
That's a bit of a relief.
Record your answers down below and leave them in the comments and see if you can do better than he can. So,
all right.
Want to just jump right into it?
Let's go. Let's launch.
Number 1. The Queen is the legal owner of 1/3 of the Earth's land area. True or false?
One-third is a lot. That's an awful lot.
Yep.
Now I know in Canada we have Crown land, which technically is owned by Her Majesty the Queen. That's why it's called Crown land, because that's where the crown is, on the Queen. Australia would have Crown land too, I'm guessing. I don't know about India anymore. South Africa might, but they were out of the Commonwealth for a while, or they were bad behavior. So I don't know if there's enough Commonwealth countries to make up 1/3 of the Earth's surface.
Okay.
I'm struggling with that.
Do you think this might be false?
I think it might be false, but it's still a lot. I just don't think it's up to 1/3. I think it's more like 1/10 or something. So I'm going to say false.
Okay. The correct answer is false.
Ah.
It is false. It's 1/6.
Oh, well, I was closer, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
It's still a lot.
It's still a heck of a lot for all the reasons that I stated there. Okay.
1 for 1.
Woo!
Number 2.
All right.
Accents in the UK change noticeably about every 40 kilometers or 25 miles.
I'm going to say true on that because I can't identify all the accents, but there are accents that are different in Wales. Cornwall has different accents. All around London, neighborhoods in London each have their own accent.
Yep.
Of course, there's obviously different ways of speaking as you go farther north, and in Scotland and then Ireland. So I'm going to give that a true.
Okay.
And if it is the case, it's probably fading as people get more mobile. But if people stay in their neighborhood and grow up in one place and don't go very far, I think that lends itself to different dialects. So I'm going to say true.
The correct answer is true. Well done. You're
Boom.
2 for 2.
Wow.
Number 3. All horses in the UK must have a horse passport.
Passport? Even if they're not going anywhere? That's... I don't well, I could see a horse being born on a farm and, hold it, passport office, please.
Yeah. So is this an actual fact, or did I make this up?
I don't know what you'd make it up from. I don't think your mind is...
I'm pretty imaginative.
Like, there are some interesting things that have, until recently, been in effect. Everybody with a radio had to have a radio license to receive radio broadcasts for decades in the UK. I've never heard of the horse having to have a passport, though. I think that's a little strange. So I'm going to say false, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. False.
The correct answer is true.
No.
It also applies to donkeys and mules.
Do we know why?
I have no idea.
The comments will tell us why.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
All right. Question number 4. During the 16th century, a law forbade wife beatings after 9 p.m. on weekdays. True or false?
You know, we're talking the 1500s. Things were pretty upside down back then.
Yeah.
And I've heard anecdotes about, like, the rule of thumb. You ever heard of the rule of thumb?
Yes.
Oh, you've heard of it, but do you know where it comes from?
No. Definitely not.
Now, from what I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but the rule of thumb was you weren't allowed to beat your spouse with a stick any bigger than your thumb. Now, that could be absolutely, totally false, but I heard that, and I'm not saying I believed it at the time, but I just retained it. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, 1500s.
We're not, for the record, we're not laughing at beating your wife. We're laughing at the fact that this could even potentially be true.
Yeah. We could do probably multiple shows on crazy, stupid laws that are still in effect.
Oh, yes.
That could be a lot of fun, actually. I'm going to say true, as sad as that is.
The correct answer is false.
Thank goodness.
However, it's a bit of a trick question.
Uh-oh.
It is true, but the reason wasn't the after 9 p.m. on weekdays. That part is the false part. It's actually... oh, okay, sorry. The 9 p.m. part is correct, but the weekdays part is not correct. So during the 16th century, a law forbade wife beatings after 9 p.m. because it would disturb the neighbors.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay.
That's...
Question number 5.
All right. Now that we've got the mood all, killed.
American eggs are illegal in the UK, and UK eggs are illegal in America. True or false?
I'm going to say true, because probably the transmission of poultry disease or something like that. Now, I don't know how you get an egg unless it's in an airplane from one side of the ocean to the other while it's still good. Now, I guess I'm just thinking of eggs that you eat. There's other eggs that have baby birds in them, so I don't know. I'll say true, but I don't know why.
It's mini eggs, too. Cadbury mini eggs. The correct answer is true. Okay. The reason is because America washes their eggs, and the UK does not.
Good for me to know.
Yes.
So I'll be eating, if I have an egg over there.
Unwashed eggs.
It'll be an unwashed egg, a dirty egg.
An old dirty egg.
Oh, man. Yeah. Not sure. Not sure
Okay.
I want an egg now.
Number 6. The average British car remains parked 80% of its lifetime.
I'm going to call true on that because fuel's expensive. The people who have cars probably are very careful about planning their trips, and most of the time the car probably would be waiting. And I'm guessing that the same could be said for cars here too.
Okay.
I'm sure that our car upstairs is probably parked even more than 80% of the time.
Okay. The correct answer is false.
Okay.
It's actually 96%.
Okay.
Bit of a trick question.
It is a trick question.
96 is...
Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 7. Queen Elizabeth is the longest ruling monarch in British history. True or false?
Now, if you'd asked me this 6 or 7 years ago, it'd be false. But now that you're asking me, in 2019, I believe it is true.
Okay.
She has now outlasted her great-great-grandmother, who was Queen Victoria, so I think was prior to her the longest reigning. She became queen, I think, in 1837 and died in 1901. So she was queen for eons. And now our queen, she became queen, I think, in 1952. So she's been queen for 67 years, something like that. I don't consider myself old, but as old as I am, I've been alive during the reign of only one monarch. And when she passes away, Charles will be the new monarch. They'll be singing God Save the King. It'll be...
Weird.
Crown land will be His Majesty the King's land instead of Her Majesty the Queen. It's going to be quite an abrupt change.
Money will change?
The money will change, yeah. From 1901, when Queen Victoria died, until 1952, when George VI died, there were several different kings. There was George V, and then Edward the VIII and then George VI. Like there was quite a rotation. And wow, it's going to be a shock to a lot of people when it happens because we're just so used to having the Queen around.
That's right.
And there won't be a Queen for a long time again because after Charles, there's going to be William.
Yep.
And then William has George. I think George is older than Charlotte. I think he was born first.
I have no idea.
It's the oldest child.
No idea.
It used to be that it was the son, the oldest son. So if you had 4 older sisters and you were the first boy in the family, you became the king, and they were just princesses.
All right.
So it's different now. Now, if it's the oldest child is a female, it's the line of succession goes that way. That's how it absolutely should be.
So you're right. It is true.
Okay.
And she got that title on September 9th of 2015. So, and you're right, she passed Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
Question number 8. At its height, the British Empire covered as much surface area as the moon.
I would say my default for that would be true. The moon is 1/6 the size of the Earth. No, surface area, it's probably, well, if you said that, I'm saying true. Forget the rest. I'm saying true.
Forget the rest, you're saying true.
Yeah.
The correct answer is true. Yes.
Okay.
Question number 9. You'll like this one. You can never be more than 70 miles from the ocean in the UK. True or false?
70 miles.
70 miles.
And the ocean would include the North Sea and the Irish Sea and
Correct.
And the English Channel and all that. Yeah, I think that's probably right. If the UK is like all of Britain plus Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland clearly is, there's no place in Northern Ireland more than probably 30 miles from an ocean, or even if that. Yeah, I'll say true.
All right. The correct answer is true. Well done.
I'm glad you said that and said, actually, it's 72 miles. It's false.
No, I wouldn't do that. Not
good.
that close. Okay, question number 10. If you turn 90 in the UK, the Queen sends you a personalized letter. True or false?
I think it's not only the UK, because back in one of my previous lives, if I had a constituent who was passing a very important milestone like that, I can make a request to the Lieutenant Governor to approach the palace to have the Queen generate, and I have delivered greetings from the Queen to people who've passed milestone birthdays. Wow. So I'm going to say true.
The correct answer is false.
Oh.
You don't have to be 90.
Oh.
You have to be 100.
Okay.
So I lied. I would do that to you. And
yeah, I guess you did. It's pretty good birthday, though.
You got at least 5 right. I honestly forgot to keep track. So,
me too.
The Queen is legal owner of 1/3 of the Earth's land area. You said false. That was correct. So you got 1. Accents in the UK change noticeably every 40 kilometers. You said true. That was the correct answer. All horses in the UK must have passports. You said false.
I got that wrong.
That was wrong. Yeah, you got that wrong. During the 16th century, you got number 4 wrong. You got number 5 right. You got number 6 wrong. You got number 7 right. You got number 8 right. You got number 9 right. And you got number 10 wrong. So how many did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right, I think.
Okay, 6 out of 10. Nice.
That's all right. And you're tricky.
I was trying to be tricky on purpose.
You were tricky.
You're a smart guy. So.
Well.
So thanks for playing along. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys got a chance to play along at home as well and had some fun with it. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next video. Adios.